Welcome back, trainer. So let's go ahead and take a look at some more Kanto Cup battles because, well, this is fun. We're going to be able to actually use different kinds of Pokemon here and have a chance. So we're going to be testing out Kingler with Bubble and Crabhammer. So Bubble is going to be able to charge energy pretty fast. Kingler does have nice attack as it is. This specific one I did catch in Chicago. The shiny, horrible IVs, has low HP, but it has high defense, and then it also has no attack in the IVs as well. So at least we're going to be able to get to a higher level potential to, I don't know, have a little bit more bulk. And overall, using Kingler, I actually had a blast. This thing is very fun, especially if you're going to be going up against an Alolan Marowak. That bubble is going to be doing a ton of damage. And then you also have coverage going up against maybe some dark types like Alolan Raticate if people are using that. Not so much Alolan Muck because of the poison typing, and then you're also going to be able to do super effective to psychic types like potentially Mew and then Hypno, which you're going to be seeing quite frequently. So the downfall is it's not just because of the specific one that I have, but Kingler is going to be kind of squishy, but it is going to be outputting a lot of damage here. So we're going to be pairing it up with Dugong again. We're going to be leading that the entire time with the double legacy, and then the Hypno that is going to have Fire Punch and Shadow Ball. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into the commentary here. We're met with a Hypno. More than likely, it's going to have Thunder Punch, and it's not the worst situation here. Actually, we're going to be able to win this if nobody uses a shield. So let's see exactly what happens here. Getting off that Icy Wind, lowering the attack. So at this point, I'm comfortable letting the Thunder Punch go through here. As you can see, doing a lot of damage, but since I am going to be debuffing the attack again, I will be able to also survive the next Thunder Punch and then potentially just farm it down here. And we may be able to get to, I don't know, an Icy Wind. Not likely, but at least we're going to be winning switch advantage here. So let's see what they come into the battle with. It is going to be a Mew. So let's see. We're going to go ahead and go Kingler here. We do have that Exeter, which is going to be doing super effective damage. As you can see, the bubble is doing a lot of damage and adding up while gaining energy at a pretty nice rate here. And expecting maybe like a flame charge. It's going to be a wild charge right off the bat. So they're just going all out for it. Let's see if I think they're going to probably go for another one here. And now they have been debuffed quite a bit. We're just going to be going for another X-Scissor here. Let's see if they want to preserve it. Yeah, they do and swap. Going in with a Victory Bell. So that is not going to look good for the Kingler. So we're going to be able to get out of here. Going with the Hypno. And are we going to be able to say, okay, nope, we're going to lose this. Fortunately, we did have that Fire Punch. We didn't get it off for some reason or another. But it is what it is. Until the next battle, we're met with a Snorlax here. And we gotta shield up the first Body Slam, I do believe. Because it is going to kind of hurt. We can still take it, but we want to kind of win this matchup here. So putting the pressure on with the Icy Wind as well as lowering the attack. And it does quite a bit of damage, as you can see, even to that Snorlax, because it is going to be Shadow. And Icy Wind is just a pretty good move and all. So going to go ahead and let this next one go through. As you can see, not even close. They are swapping to catch this, which is perfectly fine because they are locked in there with lower attack at this point. We're going to go ahead and bring in the Kingler. We did use a shield, so we're just going to go ahead and go for the X-Scissor. As opposed to the Crabhammer, I know that they're going to potentially shield it up, so yeah, we're just going to go for that as well. It's super effective. So using that last shield, and they do have a Thunder Punch, not good. Getting to another X-Scissor here, probably going to get a shield out of them. And then they should be able to, or they're going to let it go through, and they knew they can survive it and get off this to take us out. And we have 0 shields, they have 1. Can we pull this off here? Going back in with the Dugong, and let's see, it's going to be an Alolan Marowak here. So if we can get this shield, we'll be looking pretty good, as well as them using energy. All right, perfect. They use that shield. We want them to throw here. Then we're going to go ahead and go in with our Hypno, and we should be able to get to a Shadow Ball. Although they have their own Shadow Ball as well, but the attack has been debuffed, so we should be able to survive. But they're going to be going in with their Snorlax, and what we're going to do is we're going to obviously have to let this go through, but we're just going to farm it down. We'll be able to get to our Shadow Ball before they do, and we'll be able to take the win here. Hypno with the Shadow Ball, let's get it. I was going with the Thunder Punch and the Fire Punch, but I found this to be a little better for me. I am going with the Fire Punch because I do not want to see any of those Alolan Sandshrews. So we're met with a Wigglytuff. This is great for the Dugong here. We're going to simply get to 2 Icy Winds before they can get to a charge move, debuffing them dramatically. This first debuff is going to be great for us to survive even longer because of those charms. Or we're not going to be able to get to 2. I was mistaken there. You're going to get to the second one, but they're going to hit the charge first. So we're going to let it, well, I thought it was going to be Ice Beam, and it was Play Rough. Unfortunately, didn't count correctly there. So we're going down, and now they have swap. They haven't used the shield, so this is not great. I'm just hoping they don't think I have Shadow Ball here, but yeah, they don't. They let it go through. This is great. We're going to be swapping into Kingler right at the last second to gain a little bit of energy and momentum here because they have one Pokemon left. What is it going to be? We have two, and yes, they have two shields. It's going to be a Machamp. This is great. We're going to be able to get to two of these X-Scissors, potentially getting two of these shields out of that Machamp. It's not very effective, but it is also Shadow and very glassy here. And I don't even think we need to get to a charge move on our Hypno. We're just going to farm it down, although I still think I hit the Fire Punch for this just because I don't know. So we're letting that go through because, we didn't, they're going to bait us with that and they go for a Rock Slide. I had a feeling that was going to happen here. So just going to hit that, and we could have just Confusion down, taking the win there. Alrighty, folks, into the next battle. Let's see what we're going to be met with here. And it is an Alolan Marowak, so this is great for us, of course. It does take a little bit more energy to get to that Aqua Tail, and yeah, so maybe we're just going to go for the Icy Wind right off the bat to lower the attack, letting that Bone Club go through, Shadow Bone go through. It's doing quite a bit of damage. Now we're past half, not looking the best. We were at least able to lower that attack on it. So now what we can do is have Kingler come in here afterwards, and maybe they're going to be swapping, and we're just going to go into our Hypno for whatever they do have, or maybe we can just stay with the Kingler depending on what they swap into. So this is great. They're throwing their energy here. They're going to take us out. Well, Bone Club, no, not quite. So they're going to be able to gain a little bit more farm. That's not too great. Just going to go in here with the Kingler. They did use a shield themselves, and I guess we're just going to let this go through. Kingler's so squishy though. Still doing a decent amount of damage here, but we do have energy ready to go, quite a bit of it. So we're just going to go straight for the Crabhammer onto this Wigglytuff. It's going to do a lot of damage. Could be better, but hey, they let it go through, which is fantastic. We're going to be swapping into our Hypno immediately here. Wigglytuff not able to get to a charge move, and they do have their own Hypno back there. So we're going to go ahead and bait with the Fire Punch to see if we can get a shield. No shield, which is not the best. Now we're going to go ahead and go for the Shadow Ball. We still do have a Kingler back there, which can hit it with super effective X-Scissor. But they did shield that up, so it's not looking the best here. We still have one shield. I think we're going to go ahead and shield this up. And can we get to Shadow Ball? Please tell me. Oh, wow, we just wasted all that energy. So check this out. We could have went for a Fire Punch, chipped it away. Go in here with the Kingler. We get to the X-Scissor. We're going for the Crabhammer for some reason. So fail again on that one. So into the next battle. Good games nonetheless, right? We're met with an Alolan Marowak here, and we've seen this before. Can be good, can be bad. Let's see how it works out, though. Going to be going for that Icy Wind. I don't think I ever really go for Aqua Tail right away, or do I? Alright, so let's go ahead and lower the attack. Getting hit by Shadow Bone yet again right off the bat. That's not going to be very effective, but we did lower the attack. We can do kind of the same strategy as before. Just go in with Kingler after we do go down here. Dang, we did have an Icy Wind, so wasted a bunch of energy. They're going to be swapping into Wigglytuff. We're going to go right into our Hypno here, and we still have two shields, but it's not looking the best. Maybe we can pull this off, maybe we won't. Let's see how this plays out. They're going to be shielding up their Wigglytuff, and our Confusions are kind of going neck to neck with the Charms here, although the Charm is slowly but surely digging in just a little bit faster. We're able to get to a charge move first. That's going to be the benefit. Let's see if they want to shield this up. They're letting it go through. And going in here with the Marowak, we're going to just go for whatever we have right away. We could not have built up to a Shadow Ball. It was not happening. So they do have a Kingler in the back. Or I have a Kingler in the back. They have the Hypno. Can we take this? I don't think so. We do have a shield, but the only problem with Kingler is it's very frail. And mine, especially because of the low IVs and HP. So even in general, even if you had max IVs and HP, it doesn't really matter. You're still gonna take a lot of damage. So good game. Let's go ahead and move it on to the next one here. We're met with a Wigglytuff. We like to see this in the lead here, so we're just gonna keep it going. And if they try to catch like an Icy Wind or something at some point, that's perfectly fine. Like we said before, they're throwing a Pokemon to get debuffed, so they're gonna be stuck out there, and we can simply swap into whatever we need to. So we're gonna go ahead and go for another one here. Looks like we're going to be catching it onto a Machamp. We're going to go ahead and swap right into our Hypno here and take it out before it can even get to a charge move. And now we do have energy ready to go. We haven't even used a shield. And they have a Haunter in the back, so this team is extremely weak to a Confusion user. So this is looking great for us. Yeah, let's go ahead and just simply shield this up. And we're going to be able to finish this off with the Hypno here. I think I really wanted to throw in my Kingler for whatever reason because I'm showcasing it and I wanted to use it. But looks like the Hypno is going to be able to take care of everything here. Oh, I did throw it in at the last second. Okay. Okay. Alrighty, into the next battle here. Met with the Mew. Now this little thing is annoying. Okay, here we go with this Mew. All right. More than likely, maybe a Wild Charge, maybe a Grass Knot, maybe a Flame Wheel to raise your attack, right? To bait as well. Just doing even more damage with your Shadow Claw after that. So kind of annoying. They're going for a Flame Charge. Could have totally let that go through, no problem. So they got me on the bait there. We're just going to fire off another Icy Wind, and they're going to be using that shield finally, holding on to just a sliver there. I think we're going to go ahead and shield this up and think we may be able to farm, but they decide to swap. So what I'm going to do is going to lower the attack, then go ahead and go into the Hypno here. I would go to Kingler, but it's too squishy. The Charms would still dig in quite a bit because of that low HP. So we're going to go ahead and go for our Fire Punch immediately here to kind of maybe force them to use a shield because they don't want to waste that energy. There they go. Fantastic. Expecting, I don't know, play rough. There it goes. Yep, but Hypno is just such a tank. Can take that. And we did make it to a charge move, ready to go. And we do not hit it right away. We go for a Shadow Ball for some reason, wasting all that energy. And, you know, and then in comes the Beedrill. So I think we can still pull this off. Let's see what happens here. So they hit me with X-Scissor, and then I swap immediately. So at this point, I want to go for Crabhammer. Now, if this is a drill run, I think it's game over. Oh, we're surviving and getting to the Crabhammer. Let's go, Kingler. There we go. Pulling some wins up against that Beedrill there. Fantastic. Let's get it. So above all, if you had to take away anything from this, okay, what's Kingler really going to be good for at the end of the day? Going up against an Alolan Marowak, which you're going to commonly be seeing. Also, it's going to have that coverage up against the Psychic types as well as some Dark types. So it's not bad. It's actually really good. Hard hitting. But anyways, pairing it up with Dugong is going to be kind of risky. What will happen if I ran into an Alolan Raichu in the front? I would probably stay in there and then go in with Hypno afterwards and take care of business. After I've lowered the attack, I don't know. I'll figure it out if it happens. Although we do run into one here, I do believe. Anyways, we have the Kingler up against the Hypno here. Going to go ahead and shield this up. It is going to be a Thunder Punch. Yeah, that's going to hurt a lot. And they had so much energy built up. They're going to be going for another one, and we're going to be using a double shield on our Kingler here, hoping we can build up to 2 X-Scissors, and we can. So we're going to go ahead and go for that first one. Let's see if they let it go through, and they do. And we're just going to get off this right away, and there's a Venusaur out there. So I think we can pull this off, and it is a Shadow with Razor Leaf. Okay, that's a little scary. Going in with Hypno, they go in with Wigglytuff, and we have no more shields left, but it's okay. Ice Beam doesn't do much. Play Rough is going to still not do that. I mean, it's doing plenty, but not enough to put us into a threatening position here. And they come back in with the Venusaur, the thing they have left. We go for the Fire Punch, not enough. Confusions, and we have a double KO, but I still had a Pokemon left, so I will be able to take that win there. That Venusaur got a little scary at the end. Awesome. Into the next battle here. Let's see what they have. A Snorlax Shadow. Okay, so we've seen this before. We're going to go ahead and shield up the Body Slam. I think, no, we're going to let this one go through because we were running into quite a few Snorlax. We were playing through it. I was like, it's whatever. I don't care anymore. We're just going to go ahead and let that go through. If we go down, I think we'll just like farm with the Pokemon that we do have behind here. So doing quite a bit of damage, letting it go through. So at this point, we're going to let this go through. The only problem is they're going to shield this up and then farm us down and have energy. Let's see if that's what they're going to do. Exactly. So now they're going to win that swap advantage. So we're going to go ahead and swap immediately and farm them down before they build up that momentum with that Snorlax. They're going to be bringing in their Dragonair. We're just going to go right for the Shadow Ball here, doing neutral damage and quite a bit as well. And we're going to go ahead and shield up whatever they do throw at us. More than likely an Aqua Tail because I do want to farm this thing down at this point. So it is 1-to-1 shield, 1 Pokemon left. It is going to be a Hypno of their own. We're going to go straight for the Fire Punch bait. Please pull up that shield. Oh, fantastic. And at this point, I really wanted to swap into Kingler to kind of showcase a finish with it. But I couldn't help myself but to go for the Shadow Ball here. And then I think I tried to swap, but I was like, okay, I'll let him take me down, and then I'll just go in with Kingler, and we'll bubble down. Yay, Kingler helped out here. So there we go. And we're taking the win. Alright, so it's a fun Pokemon to use. It's not like I made it. I had it lying around, and we've got nothing to lose at this point. We're not going down in any score. I don't care. If there's like, I know there's like a mechanic behind it all, depending upon your rating. I think it still will match you up with like other people with that same similar rating, but I'm not 100%. doesn't really matter. We're still going to have fun. So anyways, we're going to go for the Icy Wind onto the Wigglytuff. We've seen this before. They're going to be swapping a lot of that swap. We're going to go ahead and swap into our Kingler. Now, you know, something I should have did before I did retreat with the Dugong, since the Wigglytuff was so low, was get off that Icy Wind to lower the attack. Probably would have been a little bit better, as well as chipping the damage unless they did use a shield. So we're going to get that Crabhammer through, doing a ton of damage. Don't know if they were expecting that. At this point, I'm thinking, all right, I'm going to shield this up and farm down. Let's go. Building up a ton of energy. One Pokemon in the back. Okay, let's get it. It's going to be a Blastoise, so we're going to go ahead and fire off these X-Scissors back-to-back here, do as much damage, and then swap into our Hypno, and then get off a Shadow Ball as soon as possible, because it can take those Hydro Cannons. I've already been up against a Blastoise. Let's go. So they do have Water Gun here. But the other quick move that it does have is also going to be Bite, which I think you're going to definitely want to go with the Water Gun. So we're going to be going for Fire Punch here. And we just wanted, I should have just farmed down. That was a little unnecessary to hit that charge move. All right, so into the next battle here. Met with another Blastoise. Oh, that's pretty funny. And I already seen the sims for this one, and I did do it with the 100% IV, although I don't know what theirs are, but I can win this as long as I keep going Icy Wind and just bringing their attack down. If they do not shield, yeah, we're going to be looking good. So got a little lag there, getting it off, lowering the attack, and we do resist the Water Gun as well as the Hydro Cannon, so it's just going to obviously just do a lot less damage over and over again once I do get these off. So we're looking fantastic. Debuff twice, and Hydro Cannon just doing just a little tickle right there. So the next Icy Wind is going to take them out, and we, believe it or not, we're still going to be able to survive this. Just barely enough to get off this Icy Wind here, and this will KO the Blastoise if they let it go through, and they do. They're going in with an Alolan Marowak. We're going to come in with the Kingler. This is beautiful. Oh, this is perfect. Look how much damage we're doing with the bubble. So much. So we're expecting a Bone Club. It's going to be a Shadow Bone, though. So the quick move damage is just accumulating like crazy. We're going to go ahead and go for X-Scissor to see if we can pull a shield out of them. And we do. That would have done hardly any damage. They're going to be swapping into an Alolan Raichu. Here we go. Hitting that super effective X-Scissor here. And we build up to another one. Fantastic. I wanted to go for a Crabhammer, but I mean, I think we would have gotten KO'd before I would have been able to get there. We're able to swap into Hypno, take it out before it can get off a charge move. In comes the Alolan Marowak, and we're looking fantastic. We're simply going to shield this up here, and I think we're going to go for a Fire Punch again onto another one of these things, and taking the win with the Hypno there. All right, trainers, so if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on, and I'll be keeping you up to date on everything Pokemon Go and bringing you some more fun Go Battle League battles just like this one. I also put together a playlist of all the songs that I've been using at the end of my videos, and I'm starting to add more and more. So go check it out. Take care.